Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and it's that time of the week again where we make our predictions for the weekends of football, and we are gonna talk about League One in this game. 5 games have been played, and you are sort of starting to see the shape up of the table, how the teams are, playing, how this season is sort of gonna pan out. We are starting to see the momentums build, and the trends are starting to appear, and how the teams are gonna end, where they are gonna end, and how the season is gonna pan out. So we're going to see how it continues this weekend. So let's go ahead and start making our predictions. The first game we have is Auxerre versus Brest. Now Auxerre have at the moment they are like 16th, Brest are 11th, so it's 11th versus 16. Auxerre, they are at home. They have sort of become one of my favorite team to watch in League One, even though they are like at the currently at 16th in the relegation and promotion playoff. But the way that they play, I've said this like for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Whenever I make the prediction or the review video, like they sort of remind me of Luton Town from last week. Like they play attack minded football, they like to go ahead, they like to score goals, like they play positive football, and unfortunately, like because of the restrictions that they have with their score, they don't have that much, that they score is like not better as compared to majority of the teams in the league. So that sort of affects them, because when they go ahead and they try to score the goals, they want to play that attacking football, they leave so many spaces behind them, and that results in them conceding a lot of goals, and that is what's happening for the last few weeks. Even the last week they lost 3-2 against Montpellier. I thought it was quite a fun game to watch. I said in the prediction video that I thought it would be quite a fun game to watch. It would be filled with goals, and that's what resulted. I sort of went with a 3-2 Auxerre win. It flipped and it became a 3-2 Montpellier win. So like Auxerre, they are playing really good. They are unfortunate at the moment that they are not able to get those results that they need to show for their performances. They are playing a Brest side who, to be very honest, have not had a good start to the season. They have already lost 3 games. Auxerre, they have lost 4 in a row. They won on the opening day. Since then they have lost all 4 games, so they need to break that hoodoo. Brest, on the other hand, they lost their first 2 games, then they won, then they lost against PSG, and then they won last week against Toulouse. So they are coming off a good win. They won 2-0 last week, so they have that confidence going. We all expected Brest to drop this year. They had an amazing year last year, but as sort of everybody expected them to drop, to have a drop off this year, and that's what has happened, to be very honest with you. But the way that they are playing, and nobody really expected them to drop that much. The performances are not there, and after 5 games in, you could see the cracks in their squad already. So I think it is going to be a long hard season for them. If in terms of this game, to make prediction, it would be quite simple to go ahead and back Brest, but to be very honest with you, I'm not going to do that. I just think that Auxerre, with the way that they are playing, I think they really deserve, to get a win out of it, and they are going to get a win out of somewhere, and I think this is going to be the game where they get that win. So I am going for I don't think it is going to be a shock as well, because the way that both these teams have been playing, so that is why I'm going for a 2-1 win for Auxerre. The second game of this match day is PSG versus Rennes. Now PSG dropped their first points of the season last weekend against Reims. I predicted that this was going to be the game where PSG draw points, and they draw point. I think that was quite a close game, and I think Reims played really good. But it's PSG. Their start of the season has been terrific. Now, like their 100% record is finally broken, so that is sort of a mini setback for them. Now they are equal on points with Marseille and Monaco, so they know they cannot like afford another slip up because of how good the other 2 teams have been. Even Lens, like they are almost on their tail as well. So like PSG know this year is, I have said this throughout the season, like through my previews and in my prediction video, I also said that this season is not going to be quite an easy one for PSG. There are other teams that are really going to challenge them for the title, and PSG know that they cannot afford any more step ups, especially with those 2-3 teams on their tails. So they are gonna want to make sure that they get back to winning ways in this game. They are playing against Rennes side, who have been on and off this season. I expect them to have a good season. I in my prediction I have sort of I think I have predicted them to finish like seventh, and they are currently eighth at the moment. I think it is gonna be that sort of a season where they are gonna be really good 1 week, and then next week they are gonna be they are gonna give you a disastrous performance. Both of these teams drew last week, PSG against Ram and Rennes against Lens, and I think unfortunately for Rennes, I think they are gonna suffer a defeat in this game. PSG at home, especially in the under lights, after getting a draw, they want to get back to winning ways. They want to get a response, and I think they are going to be able to give them the response. I think it will be quite an easy win for PSG. I'm going for a 3-1 win for the home side. The next game is Lens versus Nice, and now Lens are fourth at the table. Nice are seventh at the table. Lens have been undefeated, one of the 4 undefeated teams in League One till now. They drew last week against Rennes, as I already said. That was quite a close game. Like, it was quite a good game of football from both sides. And Lens, they have won 2 games, but they have drawn 3 games, and I think most of those games they could have gone ahead and won them, but they were not able to really hold out their lead. So I think that's something that they really need to work on. They are playing against a Nice side who have not been really that good in this season. I think they have been one of the disappointments of the season till now with the way they are playing. They did win 8-0 against Saint Etienne last week. I think that was a great commanding performance, but to be very honest with you, apart from that game, I have not really been impressed with Nice. The way that they are playing this season is not really that something that I thought would happen, to be very honest with you. I really thought that they would be one of the teams that go ahead and challenge PSG for the title this season, but the way they are playing, I don't really think it's gonna happen. This game, it's it's quite a tough one to call because of how both these teams have played till now, and with Nice, like, you really don't know what kind of a performance they are gonna come up with. Like, last week also I was like quite in a way stressed about, in a way, like I really didn't know what to predict for Nice, and they came up and they gave that 8-0 performance against it, and they were like really good. So again, this is sort of quite hard for me to predict. And Lens themselves, like as I said, they could be really good, but then they go ahead and they give away silly goals, and that they lose out on points. So like, that is why I'm gonna stay on the offense this month. On this game, I think there are gonna be goals in this game. I think both of them will score and both of them will concede. I'm going for a 2-all draw between Lens and Nice. Moving on to the next game, it's Ligue versus Lille. Now Ligue have been really good. I'm not gonna like, their performances have been really good. They have really everybody underestimated them, but the way they are playing, like, now everybody's raising eyebrows. They are looking really good at the moment. They did lose to Monaco last weekend, but I still think, like, the way they are playing, I don't think they are gonna be in trouble this season. A lot of us predicted them to either go down or be in that relegation or promotion playoff, including me. I thought they were gonna have a really bad season, but the way they are playing, I think they are gonna be safe, and I think they are gonna cause a lot of upsets over the course of the season. They have already caused a couple of them, so I think they are gonna have a good season. They are playing against a Lille side who have not really had a good start to the season. Like, the difference between both these teams is a couple, like, it's just 1 point at the moment. Lièvre, they have lost 3 games and won 2. Lille, on the other hand, they have lost 2, they have drawn 1. So like, that's the only difference between them. And if you are looking at going with the performance wise, I think Lièvre have, even though they have lost more games, the performance has been more better from them as compared to Lille. They drew last week against Strasbourg at 3-3. I think that was quite a fun game. Like, it's a 3-all draw, that is quite a good game of football. But I think this is gonna be quite a close game. I think it's going to be quite in a way a cagey affair, but I still think it will be quite an interesting game to watch. And I think this is going to be another one where we could see a shock upset win, and I'm going with that. I think Lille are gonna draw points again. I think they are gonna lose this game, and I'm going for a home win for Lièvre. I think it will be close. I think it will be very close. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Lièvre. The next game is Monaco versus Montpellier. Monaco have had a really good start to the season. Again, one of the four undefeated teams in Ligue 1. They are on number 3, joint top, like with PSG and Marseille. It's just the goal difference. That's why they are third. They have been really good. I thought that they were runners up last season. I thought that this would be the season where they might have a drop off. I thought they would finish sixth this year. This was my prediction. I still remember that one. But the way they have started the season, I think they are going to be in that title race for sure. They are playing against a Montpellier side who have not had a good start to the season. They did win last weekend against Auxerre 3-2, but as I said, that was quite a close game. It could have gone anywhere. It just like it helped them, like they were the home side, and it just the pendulum swung in their favor and they got the win. But that was quite a close a game of football. Apart from that, their performances have been really bad, and I think it is gonna continue this way. I think their bad start is gonna continue, and I think Monaco are gonna win. Monaco are at home as well. The way they are playing, it's really it's entertaining. It's quite beautiful. So I think it is gonna continue. I think it's going to be quite an easy, comfortable win for Monaco. I'm going for a 3-0 home win. The next game is Toulouse versus Lyon. Now, if there were two teams who have not really had the start, like they have not a kick start to the season, I think it's Toulouse versus Lyon. They are the two teams that have really underperformed, and the expectations that people had from them, they have not been able to live up to them till now. 13th and 14th currently them at the moment. Both of them are and the way they are playing, it's not really good, to be very honest with you. Both of them lost last week again as well. Toulouse, they lost to Brest. Lyon, they lost to Marseille, and it is like a sort of become a pattern from them. Like they play a good amount of football for 15-20 minutes and then they give it away, and I think it is going to be quite it is going to be quite quite a good game of football. It is going to be quite a high scoring game of football, because both of these teams are not really able to defend at the moment, and I think they might score the goals, but they will concede a lot of goals in goals as well. So I think it will be a high scoring game. I don't see either of them winning this game. If anybody would win, I would just like slightly tip it or towards a Lyon side, but I'm not gonna go there, because I really don't, I'm not really happy with the way both of these teams are performing. So I don't really want to back anyone at the moment. So I'm going for a 2-all draw between Toulouse and Lyon. Moving on to the next game, it's Angers versus Rams, and now Angers, they are the only team till now in Ligue 1 who are undefeated. Sorry, not undefeated, who are still winless. But their last couple of games, their performances have been really good, and they have won their 2 draws last week, especially like against Nantes. I thought that could have been like that would have been an easy win for Nantes. I predicted quite a one-sided game for Nantes, but Angers, like they were really good in that game, and they really played the game out, and they were quite defensively they were really good. They made sure they don't concede, and the way they defended was really good, and they got a good point out of it, and they really deserved that point. It's not like it was a fluke or anything. I think they played really good. They are playing against a Rams side who are gonna be like full of confidence. The last couple of weeks they have been really good. They have won 2 in a row. Then they drew against a PSG. They became like the first team to stop PSG from getting all 3 points. So like they are gonna be on a high coming into the game. Even Angers themselves are gonna be on a high with the way they played against Nantes. So I think both these teams are gonna come with confidence, and they are gonna look to go at the opposite side. But I just think this is gonna be too much for the Angers side. They are not gonna be able to win. I don't think they are gonna get anything out of this game, unfortunately. I think Rams, the way they are playing, the way they are basically one of the form teams at the moment. So I think they are gonna continue. I think they get that they get the win. They get another win, another 3 points for them. I think it will be comfortable for them as well. Even though I think Angers at home, they are they are quite better at home as compared to away games, but I still think Rams are gonna quite comfortably win this game. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Rams. The next game is Nantes versus Saint Etienne. It's 5th versus 17th. Nantes, they have had a good start to the season, to be very honest with you. They are playing a really good football as well, and I think they would be really disappointed that they were not able to get the 3 points last week. As I said, they drew 1-1 against Angers. So I like the way they played the football. Like they created a good amount of chances, but they were not really able to convert them. They were not really able to break down Angers for that second goal that they needed to get get the 3 points. And I think the manager, he would have been quite pissed off that his team was not able to get the job. And they now have a good chance to get the 3 points. They are at home as well this time. They are playing against a Saint Etienne side who are 17th. They are really struggling. They lost 8-0 to Nice last weekend, so the confidence is gonna be at an all-time low. And I think that's the perfect opportunity for Norwich to pounce on them and get those 3 points. Will they be able to? That's a big question. But I think the way that they are playing and the talent that they have as compared to Saint Etienne, I think it will be quite an easy win for Norwich. So I'm going for a comfortable 2-0 win for the home side. And the last game of match day 7 is Strasbourg versus Marseille. Now Strasbourg have had a sort of a season like where their performances have been really good, but they are not able to get the results out of it. Like they have had 3 draws, and I think all those 3 draws could have easily been victories for Strasbourg, but they were not just able to get over the line. And I think that is really gonna cost them if that continues. Last week as well, they played out a 3-all draw against the Lille, so they need to be able to finish those games, because at the moment it's not looking really good for them if they can continue to draw these games, the winnable games as well. They are playing against a Marseille side who have been really good, second in the league currently, one of the 4 undefeated teams in Ligue 1 at the moment. They are joined atop with PSG and Monaco, so they are in a really good form. They defeated Lyon last week at 3-2, despite we are going down to a 10 man. So it's like a very good start to the season. Roberto De Zerbi is has done a tremendous job. I said in my preview of the League 1 and in my prediction as well, I think they are going to have a great season at the moment. Like but I predicted them to finish like sort of 4th. I thought they were going to be really close for the title, but I did not think that they would be that close. For me it was like Nice and those were the teams that I thought would go ahead and challenge, because it was De Zerbi's first year. I thought he was going to bring them back to top 4, but changing the title, I thought it was going to be a step too far. But the way they are playing, I think Marseille like the genuine title contenders at the moment for PSG. This game, I think this game is going to be another step for in the direction of their title challenge and to win at the league. I guess Strasbourg, even though they are playing really good, I think they are not going to be a match for Marseille, and I think Marseille are going to quite and not comfortably. I just think they are going to get over the line in this game. I think they are going to win this 2-1 Marseille. So that is it from me in this video. These are my predictions for League 1. We're gonna see how I do at the end of the weekend, how many points I can accumulate. 3 points if all my predictions are correct, the entire predictions are correct, and 2 points if the prediction is right, but the point tally is not right. I have not done the review for the following week because I've been sick. I still cannot like speak properly, so that's why I have not done the review for the last week. I might do it after the end of this week. Like I might do it for because of the points accumulation. I want you to like be transparent with the points that I have accumulated. Maybe during the international week I might do the review for the weeks that I have not been able to for a couple of weeks, so we will do it during the international break. But you guys can go ahead and play with me in the comment section below. Make your prediction and we can see who is able to and who was able to get more points out of us at the end of the weekend. As I say, 3 points if your entire prediction is right, 2 points if the prediction is right, but the score is not right. So yeah, that is it from me in this video. Let me know what you guys think of my prediction in the video in the comments below as well. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 300 subscribers before the month of September, and it's looking really hard. Like 80 at the moment, it's like 83 subscribers to get with just 4 days to go. Like it's almost like impossible at the moment, but you never know, something might happen and we might be able to achieve it. Fingers crossed. It is really hard, but let's hope we are able to do something about it. Until next time, bye bye.